Good evening, I'm Scott Wallace.
And I'm Alex Lawrence, and this is this evening's top story. Kirklees Council have made a profit in almost £2 million in the last financial year from car parking in Huddersfield. Warren Whittington has more.
Parking seems to be a sizable earner these days for local councils across the UK. Not just in the Huddersfield region. However, Kirklees does sit in the top 100 of 353 councils across England for earning parking cash, and many local residents are furious.
Absolutely scandalous. They were encouraging people to come into town to do the shopping and all that, and there's nowhere to park.
There's been a bit of a bone of contention. I mean, I go all over the country really, and some places charge a lot for parking and others don't charge so much. You know, it seems reasonable here from other places.
They're just greedy, love, very greedy, and it should be free at this time of year. Never mind after 4 o'clock. It's after 4 o'clock now and it's free. It should be free now.
The 1.8 million made on the charges is similar to the figures from the last couple of years, which is calculated by adding the income from parking charges and penalties, then deducting running costs. Kirklees Council have defended the earnings, described as scandalous, in a statement claiming the surplus from parking charges is reinvested in the service, including highways and in winter weather funds, including gritting and road repairs. So it would seem there are no plans to reduce these charges, which may blame for the lack of activity in the town centre. This is Warren Whittington, Hood TV News.
Childhood obesity rates are at record high levels in Kirklees. Oliver Schaefer reports.
Big people with a weighty problem. Today, Kirklees Council released figures that show an increase to over 1 in 10 children under the age of 5 who are now considered obese. It comes following a dramatic and rapid increase in discount stores, making it easier to buy sweets and fizzy drinks. Fast food outlets are prominent as ever, following the Packhorse Centre expansion. Many experts blame this increase on the cheap prices and mass advertising of some fast food chains. I went on to Huddersfield High Street early this morning to find out more.
Huddersfield High Street, where Kirklees Council released the news today that childhood obesity in the area is up to its highest since records began. That's up to 10.5%. There was a new Burger King that opened in the town just last week, and it's becoming easier than ever for young people and their parents to buy unhealthy snacks and drinks. Questions still have to be asked, though, of the parents, many people are saying, who are providing their children with these goods.
As a society, are getting fatter. Britain is now the fattest nation in Europe, and this epidemic continues to spread. It is estimated by the year 2050, 25% of our children will be obese in Britain. Many people believe that the council should be doing more to endorse healthy eating within Kirklees, and some had suggestions to promote healthy meals.
All over the UK should be working in tandem to help in every way that they can to cut the high levels of obesity.
Making sure that there's lots of vegetables in there, that there's lots of fruit, and eliminating things like crisps and chocolate and fizzy drinks.
And although it's not too late yet, these figures will put more pressure on the government, and as a result they will demand more from local councils to tackle the obesity issue, of which soon could become a crisis. Oliver Schaefer for Hood TV.
Kirklees Council is set to reveal plans which could lead to the privatisation of council disabled people's services. Josh Riordan has more.
The council hopes to combine its disability services for children, young people and adults all into one all-age disability service. The move will see the services transferred to the community and private organisations as part of a 3-year plan to help the council make savings. Gateway to Care and Folly Hall are some of Huddersfield's disability services, and they are under increased pressure from the council cuts. According to government statistics, there are over 11 million people with disabilities, and with an overall drop in income of £500 million since the emergency budget of 2010. The plans proposed by Kirklees Council have already been implemented by other councils across the UK. However, they've been received with a mixed response, so the council are urging people to come forward with their views.
Yesterday morning, there was a small crash in Huddersfield Town Centre near Greenhead Park. Akshay Mistry visited the site earlier to find out more.
Around 10 a.m. yesterday, an incident involving a Toyota and a VW led to a car being parked halfway up the street sign right behind me. The incident happened right here on the junction of Fitzwilliam Street and Portland Street.
One person was slightly hurt, suffering a cut to the head. A lamppost at the cross junction was left badly bent and twisted after the two cars collided, and the Volkswagen Polo was left delicately poised, balanced on the lamppost. The crash is just latest in a string of traffic-related incidents in Huddersfield, and comes following research announced last month that shows the poorest people in Kirklees and Calderdale are nearly a third more likely to be injured in a car crash than the richest. Research has been carried out following claims at the Conservative Party conference in Manchester by Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London, saying that if you are poor, your kids are 40% more likely to die or be seriously injured in a road traffic accident.
A man has been fined in Huddersfield Magistrates Court after an abusive incident late last week. Hannah Reid has more on the story.
A man has been in court yesterday after he shouted racist abuse through the intercom of a home for adults with learning disabilities. Stephen Kelly from Almondbury called the residents jihadists and told them to go back to their own country. He also caused £1,500 worth of damages after he threw a stone through the window. Judge Michael Fanning told the 21-year-old that his behaviour had been unacceptable and he had to pay a total of £955 worth of damages and ordered him to comply with a 4-week curfew.
In October, the 5p plastic bag charge was introduced, and so far it seems to be working. Charlotte Foley reports.
Bags across the UK has been running for the last 2 months. In 2014, it was estimated that approximately 140 bags were sold to each individual shopper, amounting to 61,000 tonnes in total. Supermarkets across England reinforced this law, besides having disgruntled customers and complaints. As we approach December 2015, Tesco stores have reported an 80% decrease in plastic bag usage, showing the tax on plastic bags is already having a dramatic positive effect. Tesco declined to say how many 5p bags had been bought, but their market shares suggest it is likely to have handed out in excess of 2 billion single-use bags in 2014. Rebecca Shelley, Tesco Group Communications Director, said, "We knew the government's bag charge would encourage our customers to use fewer plastic bags, and it has clearly had a huge impact." The government's aims behind the 5p charge was to save money on cuts, with retailers being encouraged to pass the money on to charities. The British Retail Consortium said the number of carrier bags now used by UK shoppers indicated that there has been a significant reduction, and the net carbon saving is more than 2,500 tonnes. I went down to Sainsbury's Shorehead to see if I could tell whether customers were recycling their bags.
After spending £7.7 billion on plastic bag costs last year, the government decided to bring in a 5p bag charge. So far, this has seen an 80% decrease and a saving of £60 million on litter costs and £13 million on carbon costs.
The severe cuts to West Yorkshire policing budgets have seen an increase in the number of officers needing treatment for stress. The Police Treatment Centre is a registered charity primarily supported by voluntary donations from serving officers. The number of officers in the Kirklees has dropped by 90 in just 5 years.
Storm Desmond has caused major disruptions up and down the country this weekend, but West Yorkshire has escaped relatively unscathed, despite the region experiencing winds of up to 70 miles per hour. The windy conditions have brought travel disruption to Transpennine journeys. One route, the A628 Woodhead Pass between West Yorkshire and the Glossop area of Derbyshire, is closed between the A57 and the A616 due to strong winds.
At the University of Huddersfield, a snowman has been made almost entirely out of books. Hazira Bibi has more on the story.
So we had a bunch of red and green books upstairs in the law library that we brought down, and we built a big Christmas tree about 6 foot high and it was like a cone shape. So it went viral. It was in the Huddersfield Examiner last year, and everyone seemed to kind of enjoy it. So we jumped on the bandwagon again. We had to up our game, and everyone got involved, and this time we decided to build a snowman.
It's quite stressful this time of year, and I've got a lot of deadlines before like the Christmas holidays and stuff, and I know a lot of other people do as well.
At the minute it's quite a stressful time, but the Christmas decorations really put me in a good mood, I think.
Well, November is really stressful because we get all the deadlines and everything. So yeah, I think it's really nice to get all the Christmas decorations. Like, it makes you more happy and like makes you look forward to something. So you just got to go over with your essays and exams, and then you can just enjoy Christmas.
Earlier on today, the Huddersfield University Brass Band was performing at Huddersfield Town Hall along with a free programme of Christmas music. Chloe Frid was at the Town Hall this afternoon.
The annual appearance of the brass band is a Christmas highlight for many Kirklees concert goers, performing under their conductor Philip McCann in a new programme for Christmas, including carols for all to sing. Last year, the brass band took first place at University Brass Band Championships of Great Britain again. This morning we showed clips as the band was perfecting their final touches before the big performance. The room and seats were full of smiling people, excited to hear the beautiful brass band perform. Firstly, we heard from the conductor Philip McCann as he introduced the band in their opening performance.
We have a wonderful programme for you, and it's all about you for an hour. Forget the stress of Christmas shopping, and it's all about the students behind me on stage. These vehicles, these wonderful occasions are things that you can't teach, which is experience, and this is great experience for them playing for you.
Everyone sat in amazement as the students proudly played Christmas songs such as Away in a Manger and Jingle Bells. For the second year running, the band have carried off the increasingly prestigious Unibrass Trophy, beating bands from 14 universities throughout the country. Once the performance had ended, here is what the audience, including very proud parents, had to say.
Yeah, well, we come to this every year because for us it's the start of the Christmas season. They're wonderful, the players. I mean, you know, they're so professional and enjoy it so much. And it's really...
it puts you in the mood for Christmas.
It
does. Yes, it does, yes.
Yeah.
Been lovely, absolutely lovely.
Yes.
Really enjoyed it.
Good atmosphere, yes.
Have you been seeing it before?
A long time ago now, isn't it?
I've been, been a few times.
Fantastic. Brilliant. We like brass.
It's a really good concert. Really good. We enjoyed it. Yeah.
Very good.
We've not seen Huddersfield Brass
here.
Band before. We've seen a lot of brass bands over the years, but we've never watched Huddersfield before, and they were very good. Very good. Really enjoyed
My
it.
son is actually training. He's in first year at university doing music.
It's a brilliant concert. Really sets it off nicely for Christmas, I think. I think most people enjoyed it, although I think this year it's a little bit earlier. I think it's usually a bit nearer to Christmas than this, so yeah, brilliant.
Huddersfield Town won their first game under new boss David Wagner. They managed a 2-0 win away at high-flying Birmingham City. Joe Lolly put Huddersfield 1-up within a minute when Sean Scannell pulled it back for him to slot it into the net. Late in the second half, Naki Wells made sure of the win with another assist from Scannell. It was Huddersfield's first win in 7 games. The win takes Huddersfield out of the relegation zone into 19th position in the Championship table, while at the top, Brighton's 3-2 win against struggling Charlton took them back to the summit. In rugby union, Huddersfield suffered a heavy defeat of 31-15 against Caldy and will hope to beat Preston Grasshoppers at the weekend after a narrow victory in the fixture last season. Elsewhere in sport, Huddersfield Giants are gearing up for the pre-season under their new fitness chief. John Noonan has brought a new approach to the fitness work ahead of pre-season. Paul Anderson, Huddersfield's head coach, believes that the players have embraced the new regime.
And now for the weather. After a dry but misty start to the morning, outbreaks of rain will move east across the region this evening, followed by broken cloud and scattered showers late tonight. Tomorrow it will be breezy and colder throughout the day. Despite sunny intervals, there will be scattered showers, some possibly heavy, especially through the afternoon. Through the evening, the showers will die away, but Wednesday and Thursday there will be rain, probably becoming heavy and prolonged across the Pennines. Friday will be breezy, feeling noticeably colder, with sometimes heavy showers. That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.
In the meantime, you can stay up to date on our website, mhm.hud.ac.uk/broadcast. Goodbye.